Chris Sadeghi joins us now, and Chris has been covering this trial from the very beginning. You've seen the different moods in the courtroom, of course. Let's put up a couple of pictures from the trial. On the left is when Gabrielle Nestande was testifying. She was crying several times during that testimony. And the reaction on the right there, a little sort of a smile after the verdict was read.
Yeah, her every move in that courtroom was really under the microscope. Most of it was crying like she did on the stand. And then that picture that the prosecution found came from the media pool cam. They went out, they found it somehow, and they put it up for the jury to see. And the media attention obviously was very big in this case. There was that causing the tension. You had two families sharing a courtroom, sharing a hallway, and it was just really an emotional, tension-filled atmosphere from beginning all the way to the end, all the way really to the sentencing today, where for the first time you saw some relief and some reaction on one side, disappointment on the other. Obviously,
disappointment for Courtney Griffin's family, not the result they wanted. Of course, you were there watching it all, and they must have been heartbroken.
Yeah, absolutely. Very disappointed. And I just feel like we should say that Bart Griffin and his family through this entire scenario has been very accommodating, helpful with the media, and when we've come to him, ask him for interviews ever since this started over the last 17, 18 months. And the mother of Courtney Griffin that you see there today was really the only one to make a comment. The rest of the family got out of there, and understandably so. They were very disappointed, and I think what they'll probably tell you is that they want something positive to come from this, and they're going to try to make that positive thing happen by getting the law changed for failure to stop and render aid, getting the penalty boosted when a death occurs.
You've been very good throughout the trial, tweeting things that have been happening throughout the course of this. What are some of the questions and comments you're getting on Twitter?
Well, a lot of the questions were about the sentencing phase, and there was even some confusion in the media camp about how it would all work, what the different ranges would be, how would they go through the different charges, the intoxication, manslaughter, the manslaughter. That was most of the questions, and then I think probably the most conversation happened when Gabrielle Nestande was up on the stand. As you are sure that people are going to look at that testimony, they're going to break it down every which way they can. And as it turns out, you know, going in, people thought that the defense team would be crazy to put her up on the stand, that she'd be picked apart. But I really think that was the key testimony for the defense, because I really think those jurors believed her story, that she did not truly know she hit a human being and that she thought it was a rock and she just got scared, and that's why she left the scene. Obviously, those jurors, I think, bought into that very emotional testimony.
Chris, thanks.